At times they seem to be at least a slight bit stressful, tense, or shaky. And I have read some things. Every time that things do not actually run that smoothly, say one might wish things to run, there will be this more or less desperate reactions to this, like be very quick to serve some answers, explanations, or have them prepared at least, to why things have been done and so on. And if actually being so sure that everything has been done right, then you wouldn't actually need to have lies, or let's say artificial truths. Sounds a lot more nice, even if I'm not exactly a nice guy, because you take things to another level than not knowing, not caring, not having been informed, not having understood things, not answering as such. You can get away with it. You can at least make yourself untouchable, and there's nothing that you can cling to. But when actually making your own truths, it becomes somewhat more solid, and this you may actually be confronted with if something would escape the duck pond. Another thing, sometimes things need being done in such remarkable hurry, because you might expect that when dealing with this kind of things, it's your profession, and yeah, the way you make your living, and your reputation, your honor, and except for how living people are affected by things, you might expect that people would be extremely concerned with having these things in mind and being aware. No, we need to have this done with, and done with fast, before something happens, before someone starts asking questions, before someone decides to take a closer look upon it. Have things done with, take these actions and make sure that things can't be restored, and that the one who will possibly fall victim for things will not be in a state where she can be a threat, or start any kind of processes or counteractions. And this shouldn't be necessary, I believe, if actually they either are completely convinced that they are doing the right things, or that they at least have their own backs free and all tracks covered. And at that earlier stage, time was on my side. The more I could delay things, the bigger the risk that something would escape. And then they were the desperate ones. And those things have changed to some degree, because things have happened and time is more like on their side, because things can't remain the way they are for very long, and I have no idea how long I will actually sustain. So the longer they may delay things or ignore things, the bigger chance that they will get away with things. Still, me being disarmed is not them being safe. Like I mentioned, I have left my tracks all over, and things might land upon someone's desk by mistake, and then it doesn't really matter from their perspective if I'm alive or if I am dead, because this will strike upon them just as hard, or actually even worse, because the more suffering and the more tragedy that has become a result of things, the harder this will actually strike upon them for having caused these things. And yeah, this really would make no difference to me personally if I'm actually dead or wrecked. Wouldn't be much interest if I was proven right. Still, that's not my point in this case. It's that they do actually have some reason for being somewhat shaky, I would say.